Once again, North Greenville University and Penske Truck Rental would like to welcome you to Hayes Gymnasium, here on the campus of North Greenville University, where Christ makes the difference. At this time, we ask you please rise and gentlemen remove your caps for a moment of silence for the city of Las Vegas and the victims of the tragedy last Sunday night, followed by a word of prayer presented tonight by North Greenville men's lacrosse senior Drew Warren.
Continue to remember the people out in Vegas who have just witnessed this awful tragedy, and I'd like to thank you for the chance for these athletes to come out here and compete in that award, but you keep everybody safe and free from injury, and be with everybody as they travel home tonight. And just thank you, amen.
Now remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet the starting lineups. First, the visiting fleet. At outside, number 5, Jonathan Smith. At outside, number 7, Madison Flynn. At middle, number 9, David Grant. center, number 10, Riley Bartlett. At right side, number 11, Kristen Kaiser. At outside, number 24, Kim Austin. And the libero, number 6, Katie Lynch. Head coach of the Flying Fleet, Miss Heather Ball.
Josh Brad! Josh!
And now let's meet the starting lineups for your North Greenville Crusaders. At middle, the 5'10" senior from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, number 1, Nancy Peter. At the business specialist, a 5'3" redshirt senior from Green Coast, Springs, Florida, number 8, Kelsey Shannon. At center, a 5'10" redshirt sophomore from Cape Coral, Florida, number 11, Tara Miller. At outside, a 6-foot freshman from Mount Vernon, Ohio, number 15, Katie McManaway. At the business specialist, a 5'8" redshirt sophomore from Spartanburg, South Carolina, number 16, Ryan Roberts. And your libero, 5'4" junior from Tigerville, South Carolina, number 10, Taylor Ward. The head coach of your Crusaders in his 8th year is Mr. Greg Mosley. He's assisted by graduate assistants as opposed and work buddy Tyler Speaking.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Hayes Gymnasium here on the campus of North Greenville University. Tonight, we've got the Flying Fleet of Erskine from Due West, South Carolina in the house tonight for a Conference Carolinas matchup here on the home court floor for North Greenville. Good evening, folks. I'm Gray Sutherland. I'll be with you tonight for this excellent volleyball match we have for you. Starters just been introduced as the records for both teams. North Greenville sporting a 10-6 record overall, coming off a road win at Clark Atlanta, 3-1. Important record though, 5-2 within the Conference Carolinas. Erskine having a tough year, 1-13 overall, 0-6 winless so far in the Conference Carolinas, looking to get a road win here. The Flying Fleet coming off a road conference loss at Lees-McRae, also by 3-1. Teams taking to the floor for Erskine, and player to watch, number 5, Jonas Smith, outside hitter freshman from Orange Park, Florida, leading the team with over 90 kills. As getting some last-minute coaching advice from her head coach for the Lady Flying Fleet, Heather Vaughn. For North Greenville, you've got Greg Mosley. And on his staff, Madison Pogue, star setter last year for this team, the graduate assistant. Erskine looks to get us underway. Number 10 for the Flying Fleet, Riley Bartlett, ready for first serve. And we are underway from Hayes Gymnasium. First serve goes to Pierce. Miller will set up, and McManaway from the near post gets it to go off the block. North Greenville gets that first point. Katie McManaway from Mount Vernon, Ohio. Might recognize that name. She's got a brother, Matthew McManaway, on the men's volleyball team. And McManaway third in the team on kills for North Greenville. Early whistle here, a double hit called against North Greenville will tie us up here at 1. Erskine looking not just to win this game, but try and get some set wins posted up on the board. Number 24, Kim Austin, serves in. Once again, it goes to Pierce. Miller will set up for Pierce, and she goes across the court, and it is out, no touch called. And Erskine will take the early lead here, only 3 points in. Number 17, Annie Besecker, also on the floor for North Greenville, and our first service error committed by the Fleet. will tie things up at 2 for North Greenville.
Here in the game, your Crusaders, number 2, Brittany Tepedino.
And a first appearance by number 2, Brittany Tepedino, just announced as a sub in here. Kinsey Pierce will serve. The Fleet with a chance to attack. They go to Smith, blocked initially at the net. Now North Greenville on the rally. They will go to McManaway. She's blocked up front. They'll set up McManaway a second time. Hits it high over the block. And there was a touch called at the net. So North Greenville takes a point. A tough battle going on up there at the net. Number 7, Madison Plynn, and number 9, Faith Grant. The two up closest to the net for the Fleet. Off the block there, nobody home to back up for North Greenville. As McManaway blocked it partially, Taylor Waters too far back to assist, and we are tied at 3. Grant to serve. Standing serve will go to Pierce. Miller sets up Tepedino from the near post. That's blocked. Waters recovers. Here comes Pierce from the backcourt. Now the Fleet with a chance to retake the lead. Waters with a diving save. Pierce and hit over by Besecker. The Fleet will try again. Here they come. Stopped easily by Miller. Waters will go back to Besecker. Light touch, and it spun off the top of her fingers. And that point will go to the Flying Fleet. North Greenville in a battle here early. The Fleet of Erskine Flying Fleet lead it by 1. Serve goes to Waters. Miller sets up. Down the middle comes McManaway. Dug by Bartlett. And now the Fleet hit it over. Number 24, Austin, continues things on. Here comes McManaway and smacks it right into the near side corner. Nobody home for Erskine back there. Things now tied up at 4 apiece here in the first set. Erskine already with a little moisture problems on their end of the floor as Waters hits the serve in. Here come the Fleet down the middle, partially blocked. That was number 11, Kirsten Kaiser. Here comes Samantha Hebb. That one's dug by the Erskine libero. And into the net. Short hopping it, Madison Plynn not able to get good contact off her right hand, and North Greenville retakes the lead 5-4. It is pretty warm here in Hayes Gymnasium, showing 74 degrees. Waters high serve, and that one sailed on her about 2 feet behind the back line. So both teams now with a service error. No aces though yet. As the serve will go to Pierce right at the net, and Erskine with the tip over. Bartlett recaptures the lead for Erskine. Erskine definitely winning the battles up front at the net, and there's our first ace. Wow, Erskine dropping that one right into the corner pocket. Number 7, Madison Plynn getting that one to drop. That was certainly a pretty one. That was about a Madison Pogue shot as you can get. North Greenville now down by 2 as Besecker smacks that one. That one going home for Besecker, and she pulls North Greenville back within 1. Besecker uncontested at the net. And can't leave her unguarded. Annie Besecker showing 5'10", using all of her frame there. Now Kelsey Shannon, number 8, will go back to serve. As Besecker heads to the bench to take a break. Here comes the Fleet up to the net, set far post, high over the block, and it'll come down, or no. That is a North Greenville point. No touch called at the net. That one must have been smacked out by Erskine, so uncontested block. Erskine lets it go out of bounds. We're tied at 7. Shannon back to serve again. Short serve this time. Here come the Fleet. Down the middle. Light tap over. No problem for Samantha Hebb. They go back to Hebb. Off the block and out of bounds. Good catch by the referee at the net. North Greenville back up by 1. That was an attack error on that little bit of a confusing point early. An attack error committed by Kirsten Kaiser. Fleet, though, trying to tie things up. Far post, they'll do so. Number 11 showing some power for the Flying Fleet. That is Kaiser. Sophomore from Harrington Park, New Jersey. A lot of young faces on this Flying Fleet team. The roster showing only 2 seniors, so a lot of youth to develop for head coach Vaughn. Hebb blocked there, and nobody going to be able to reach that one for North Greenville. That was Bartlett up front. And we speak a lot of Kaiser here early. She's also 6'3" as Smith hits it out. Another error against the Flying Fleet. Great battle here going on. We're starting to transition to the mid part of the set, 9-9. Tepedino trying to break the deadlock here. She serves in. The Fleet down the middle, blocked. That was Kaiser getting blocked. Waters will set things up for Hebb. Past the block, and it is in for a North Greenville point. Hebb spun that one sideways, and it is 10-9 North Greenville. Tepedino trying to drop the serve in. Smith gets to it. Here comes the set. Far post. Up off the block, and it went out. And there is a touch called. Yes, there was a touch, and that will be an Erskine point. That one just did dribble off the fingers of, it looked like Sarah Miller went over there to block with some assistance from Samantha Hebb.
Number 16, Johnny Robbins.
And number 16, Johnny Robbins. She'll check back in for North Greenville. The serve goes to Waters here. Miller will set up and blocked out of bounds. That was Pierce. Tied at 10. Got to win a set by 2 points, and so far that's been the biggest advantage. Erskine had it 7-5, and now we're tied right back up. Hebb serves it into the net. And the service errors start to pile up once again. Now both teams with 2 errors each.
Number 7,
serve in by the Flying Fleet will go to Pierce. Miller tapping it over, but right to number 10 for the Flying Fleet. Bartlett, good reaction time there. Wow, what a dig by Smith, as she had to catch that one, being driven home by McManaway. Here comes McManaway again, and she won't miss that one. Right down the line, McManaway gets it to go. 12-11. And Bisecker will check back in. North Greenville leading by 1, trying to tie the largest advantage of the game by either team so far. Fleet blocked at the net. Here comes Pierce. Taps back in her face though. Number 3, Sarah Meindl. North Greenville not done yet though. Pierce blocked this time again, and it's out of bounds, and North Greenville will take their largest lead of the game. 2-point advantage for the Lady Crusaders. That's what you need to win a set by. Miller, Sarah Miller will serve in here. The Fleet set things up down the middle, and driven home by Faith Grant, number 9. Flying Fleet come back within 1. There's number 24, it's Kim Austin, a junior from Henderson, Nevada, will serve. Goes to Taylor Waters. Miller running set for Bisecker, off the tips of her fingers. Dug by the libero, number 6, Katie Blitch. McManaway with a smack, but it's out of bounds and no touch called. And Erskine, easy deficit to make up. We're tied at 13. So far, the Fleet with only a .176 attack percentage, but hanging right there in the thick of things. Waters getting the serve yet again. Pierce off the far post and makes the libero miss. And Blitch not knowing which way she was going to go with it. North Greenville back up by 1. So teams trading points back and forth here. North Greenville gets 2, Erskine gets 2. Here comes Smith, far post. and gets it to go. It dropped in. I believe if that one had gone out, there would have been a touch called anyway. So still once again tied at 14. And North Greenville's attack percentage dropping slightly. Was over the 300%, now down to, or was over the 300s, now it's down to 273. Off the light, and Erskine can't play it. And first point to the lights. And North Greenville takes the lead by 1. Of course, always got to mention the very low ceiling here at Hayes Gymnasium. That is part of the old building, last renovated back in the mid-70s. Blocked at the net there, number 11, Kaiser gets stuffed. Erskine not done yet, though, blocked a second time. Still not done yet. Hit over and partially blocked there again. Here comes Hep, near post, blocked a fourth time, but it's going to drop. And North Greenville goes back up by 2. Quick history lesson here at Hayes Gymnasium. The stadium floor used to run parallel to us, not perpendicular. Some of the old floor still remains underneath in the storage rooms. They remodeled in the mid-70s, so the cross beams you may see up toward the top of your screen, that is part of the ceiling from the mid-70s. As a good rally going on here. Here's Hebb for North Greenville. She's blocked, bounced off of her. Taylor Waters with the reaction stop. Bisecker can't get it to drop. Now the Fleet with Smith. They rally it over. Waters to Miller. They will go Hebb. Blocked out of bounds, and Erskine can't recover that one. Easily the best rally of the night so far, and North Greenville goes up by 3. Taylor Waters, line drive serve. Scooped up by the Fleet, and bad set there by number 10, Riley Bartlett. Tried to one-hand it up. Couldn't get it to go. North Greenville up by 4. Good run here for the Lady Crusaders. A 4-0 run. Erskine has proved they have managed to come back from deficits, and a good call here by Coach Vaughn taking their first timeout. First timeout called by either team here in the set. Both teams start with 2 timeouts, and Erskine down to 1. North Greenville still at their full complement of timeouts. Good call here by Erskine again, down by 4, 18-14. So far, the early leader, Samantha Hebb, with 4 kills for the Lady Crusaders. Pierce has 3. Katie McManaway starting things off strong. She's got 4 kills. For the Flying Fleet, they spread things around. Kaiser has 2, but then Bartlett, Grant, Plynn, and Smith each have 1. And if you're wondering, Sarah Miller for assists, so far she has 12. Tell you quickly how good Sarah Miller is for this North Greenville squad. She has 582 assists for this Lady Crusader squad. Second on the team is Eden Shockley with 19. North Greenville up by 4, see if they can keep this going. Erskine trying to switch momentum back off the timeout. Miller will set things up down the middle. Tepedino stopped there by Bartlett. She'll get the set back. Miller to Waters. Here comes Hebb off the block, and the Flying Fleet recover it. And it's hit out of bounds. Cross-court shot there, no good. I believe that one was Smith. Couldn't get it to go, and North Greenville up 19-14. Waters again with the serve, tailing over to the near side. Set up by the Fleet. They go near post, looking for Plynn. Here comes Hebb again, gets it past the block, but the libero digs it. Down the middle and hit out. Was there a touch? No touch called. Kaiser hits it out, and North Greenville up 6. Flying Fleet still with 1 more timeout to try and get things going back their way as we're back underway. Smith far post off the block, and finally will stop the run by the Lady Crusaders. Erskine puts number 15 up on the board. It's still 20-15 North Greenville though. Number 7 Madison Plynn back to serve. See where Plynn puts it. Over to Pierce. Miller sets up down the middle. Tepedino off the block. Touch called. And North Greenville goes back up by 6. Number 32 coming back on for the Fleet. Or number 30, that is number 32, Maddie Wilson, freshman from Lake Placid, Florida. Here's Kelsey Shannon. She'll be next in line to serve for NGU. Shannon with a good serve. It spins sideways, and Erskine's got to get it over. Blitz will hit it over. Miller to Tepedino on the run, off the block, and gets the point. Good versatility there by Tepedino. She puts kill number 2 in the stat book, and North Greenville up 7, 22-15. Shannon once again back to serve, trying to put some spin on that ball again. Erskine doing a much better job handling it that time as, wow, Waters takes a wallop trying to recover that one. Kristen Kaiser had all day to set up for that one, and Erskine takes a point. That's number 3 in the stat column for kills for Kaiser, as here's Smith on to serve. Goes to Waters. Miller will set things up for Hebb. Off the block, Tepedino gets it, and Hebb hits it over where it's blocked a second time. And an error call against North Greenville on that rally as Erskine back within 5. So Smith on for the second straight serve. Miller will set up Tepedino far post, dribbles it off the block, and North Greenville takes it. Tepedino seeing that little bit of space that Erskine's giving between the block and the net. As Tepedino in line to serve next, and it doesn't make the back line. Service error, and Erskine takes the point.
Crusaders, number 16.
North Greenville still looking for their first service ace. As Erskine already with 1, as now the error's up to 3. Blitch with the serve. Sarah Miller setting things up. And she gets the dig, but it goes into the banners off the dig. And North Greenville takes a point. Kenzie Pierce showing the firepower as North Greenville will have set point here, 24-18 at the closing in on the end of the first set. Hebb on to serve to Smith. Fleet set things up off near post, early whistle, and a double hit will end the first set. So North Greenville takes it here to start things off, 25-18 for the Lady Crusaders. They go up by a set. Both our teams will switch ends of the court. Take a few minute break. We'll take it with them and bring you back here to Lady Crusader volleyball action right here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey fans, are you having trouble getting your business noticed? Are you looking for a cost-effective way to reach thousands of potential customers every day? Look, Zoom Custom Wraps help, specializing in vehicle wraps, rear window graphics, and vehicle magnets. Visit their website at catazoom.com. Again, that's www.catazoom.com. Zoom Custom Wraps, an exclusive sponsor of NGU Athletics.
Show me there's no point in trying.
welcome back to North Greenville Women's Volleyball here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Grace Sullivan with you throughout tonight's action. Just about ready to get the second set underway, and North Greenville winning the first set, 25-18. Quick recap of that one. Kenzie Pierce, Samantha Hebb, and Katie McManaway helping get it done out there. 4 kills each for Pierce, Hebb, and McManaway. Brittany Teppadino also throwing in 3 more. And Annie Bisector having a good first set. She's got 2 kills. For the Flying Fleet of Erskine, Joanna Smith has 2. Madison Plynn has 1. Faith Grant 1. Riley Bartlett has 1. Kristen Kaiser leading the way for the Fleet. She's got 3. So the Fleet spreading the ball around, trying to find the open looks that they can get. A .343 attack percentage for the Lady Crusaders through that first set. A .129 attack percentage for the Flying Fleet. One number that stands out the most is no aces for North Greenville so far. 3 service errors, though. The Fleet have 1 ace and 2 errors. Defensively for both teams, Kenzie Pierce with 3 digs. Sarah Miller has 6, so a good night for her. And the assist counter continues to pile up for Sarah Miller. Of the team's 17, she has 16. North Greenville getting ready to start us underway here for the second set. Taylor Waters with the serve. Erskine, the center flip, doesn't fall. Kelsey Shannon there to back it up, and McManaway on the line, gets it in. And North Greenville starts off with the first point here in the second set. And now North Greenville with some problems, have to bring the towel out on that left side of the court. That's the same side Erskine had problems with back in the first set. After that brief delay, here we go. Taylor Waters has got the serve. Drops it in, goes to Smith. Here comes a set by the Fleet. Down the middle, high and out. Is there a touch? No. And North Greenville goes up 2-0. Number 9, Faith Grant. Not able to get it a drop. Taylor Waters will fire away yet again. And she hits it high and out. And Erskine on the board. That one spun up too high by Waters. Might have got a little too low on the palm of her hand. And a dribbler off the net. Erskine takes a point. Riley Bartlett. And just like that, we're tied at 2. That was the story for most of the first set. The teams trading points back and forth. As Bartlett gets it over the net this time. Here's Sarah Miller to McManaway, and a dig by Blitch. Able to get under that one. Hit high over to the far side by the Fleet. North Greenville recovers. Here comes Pierce. Smith with the dig, an early whistle, and point NGU. Have to wait to get the official call on that. I believe that was a blocking error against Erskine. So Sarah Miller with the serve. The Fleet will have the first chance to return, and high and out. And a touch is called. No touch is cut. Yep, well, that was interesting back and forth there. So touch called. Erskine takes a point. And that was live, folks. Low serve gets over the net from Erskine. Here comes McManaway from the far post, and she drops it in. 4-3, North Greenville takes the lead. And it is sure great to have a McManaway on both volleyball squads now. Kenzie Pierce will be next in line to serve. Here comes the Fleet. Far post off the block, Pierce with the dig. Miller taps it over, or pushes it over rather. Here comes Erskine, bounces it off the net. And a 4-hit called against the Fleet. North Greenville goes back up by 2, 5-3. Pierce with the lob serve. It goes to Smith. Here comes the set down the middle, tangled up at the net. And 4 hits again called against Erskine. 6-3 now the advantage for NGU. Erskine trying to cut into that. Here comes Smith off the near post. Miller with the stop. Waters falling down, gets to the ball. Bisecker hits it over. The Fleet not done yet. Smith swings at it and gets it to go. Nobody home in the middle for North Greenville that time. Everybody spaced out around it. And at 6-4, North Greenville up 2. Both teams have been reloaded back to 2 timeouts. You get 2 timeouts per set. Here's Miller setting up near post. Bisecker. Dug by number 10, Bartlett for the Fleet. Hits it high and out after getting the set. That's Bartlett. No touch called. North Greenville up by 3. Here's McManaway back to serve. Floats this one in. Erskine will set things up. That's Bartlett. And Smith is blocked, but she recovers the ball. Miller to Pierce, and Hebb falls down, and North Greenville won't be able to get it over. Hebb losing her footing right about the line that divides the front from the back part of the volleyball court. It'll cost North Greenville a point. Take a little bit of time to get that cleaned up. North Greenville up by 2, 7-5. Second set, much like the first, back and forth game until about the 15th point. North Greenville hit the accelerator, pulled out to a 7-point advantage, ended up winning it by 7. Erskine ready to get us back underway with the serve. It'll go to Pierce. Here's Miller. She'll set up. Bisecker swats at it, and Line drives it, but it goes in. North Greenville back up by 3. Bisecker continuing her good start to the match. That is her 3rd kill. And now Kelsey Shannon will come in for Bisecker. Shannon back to serve. Low serve gets over though. It'll go to the net. Running set for Bartlett, and it's going to drop, catching Taylor Waters out of position. Again, back and forth though. North Greenville trying to maintain their lead. And now John Smith back to serve for the Fleet. Pierce going to Miller to Hebb for the kill, and it's blocked. That was Kaiser and Olston up front. North Greenville having a lot of problems with that far side of the court, putting a towel to it again. Though it seems the court not favoring teams on that side. Smith again with the serve. Sends it in. It'll go to Pierce again. Now Miller will set up for Tepedino. One-handed push. Recovered easily by Maddie Wilson. Now the Fleet on the charge. Waters with a one-handed dig to Shannon. Hebb jumping things over. Dug by Blick. Hit over from the far side and it drops in. And that's a point for the Fleet. I want to give that one to number 32, Wilson. And just like that, we're tied up at 8. And Erskine huddling up. Now North Greenville having problems with the other sideline. Third straight serve of this set for Jonna Smith. Smith sends it in. Waters gets it. Miller will set up for Tepedino. Smith with the dig, runs into one of her own players, but they keep it alive. Waters with the defensive dig for North Greenville. And she'll have to hit it over. North Greenville got a little twisted up back there. And here come the Fleet. Shannon with the stop. Miller to Hebb. Over the block, but right to Smith. It'll go over and out. And North Greenville puts number 9 up on the board and retakes the lead by 1 though. Tepidino back to serve. North Greenville still looking for their first ace. Won't come here. Here come the Fleet, near post. High and out, no touch called at the net. North Greenville back up by 2, 10-8. Tepidino back to serve again, puts this one in the air. Over to Austin, set up at the net, joust. Miller trying to get it, here's Pierce, and she doesn't miss. Kenzie Pierce with the firepower, that's her 6th kill. And it's 11-8, North Greenville. Tepidino again with the serve to Smith. It'll go to the net. Pierce with the dunk. And it's 12-8.
Point to joust number 1, Kenzie Pierce.
Tepidino staying back there to serve. So far, so good. To Smith. Here comes the set by Wilson. Hit high and over by Kaiser. North Greenville with a chance to return. Hebb off the block. Smith again with the dig. Near post, Shannon on backup. Miller will set up Hebb. Past the block, off Smith. And that is a touch. North Greenville takes the point. That's Hebb's 6th kill of the set of the match, actually. And Erskine taking their first timeout of this second set. So the Flying Fleet with 1 timeout left. North Greenville still with their full complement of 2. North Greenville with a 5-point advantage. Hitting the accelerator a little bit sooner than they did in the first set. Erskine was unable to mount a comeback. Still plenty of time left for the Fleet.
Latest information on all North Greenville athletic teams. Go to our website at www.nguathletics.com. All North Greenville games are streamed live.
North Greenville here with a 5-point lead, 13-8. Tomorrow we have not just one match for you, we have a triple header. The North Greenville triple header returning here to Hayes Gymnasium. We'll have Emmanuel College up from Franklin Springs, Georgia, as well as the University of Virginia at Wise will come down to play. And the way that works is North Greenville will play a conference game against Emmanuel. That will be the first of 3 matches tomorrow. And in between North Greenville's game, Emmanuel and Wise will play each other. And the 3rd and final game of the tri-match will be North Greenville playing Virginia at Wise. So plenty of volleyball for you tomorrow afternoon as well. I'll get started here on the North Greenville Sports Network at 12 noon. Blocked at the net there by Sarah Miller coming off the Erskine timeout. And it's 14-8 Lady Crusaders. Tepidino serves, and that run will finally come to an end. She hits it high and out. North Greenville's 5th service error of the match, and it is 14-9. That will bring a 6-0 run to an end for NGU. Glitch on to serve, trims the net, but goes to Pierce. Now Miller has to battle for it, and will lose the fight as Erskine rattles off 2 quick points. Second straight serve for Blitch. It will go to Pierce. Here's Miller setting up Hebb near post. Line drives it, but it's ducked by Katie Blitch. Smith from backcourt, high and out. No touch called. North Greenville takes a point. They go back up by 5. Taylor Waters will serve from the far side corner. Goes to Smith. So Wilson will set up, and it's blocked. by Pierce and McManaway.
Point the block, number 15.
Now they credit the block to McManaway, give some credit there to Pierce as well, but McManaway and Pierce getting the block. North Greenville back up by 6, and another serve for Waters. Line drives it into the net. And the service errors again starting to rack up for the Lady Crusaders.
Into the game for Flying Fleet is number 23, Rebecca Massendale.
Number 10, Bartlett on to serve for the Fleet, trims the net. Pierce gets it. Miller will set up for Pierce. Light taps it over, trying to find that open gap in the middle. No such luck. Waters with the defensive dig. Miller to McManaway, cross court. Here it comes back to the net. Pierce with the solo block, and she got it. Whoa. Don't challenge Kenzie Pierce one-on-one, and it's 17-11 North Greenville. Sarah Miller back to serve for NGU. We'll go to Blitch. Here comes that Flying Fleet. Light tap over Miller with the one-handed save. Rebound shot dug up by Robbins for NGU. Now McManaway on the charge. No such luck there as it's dug by Smith. Running charge, and it will fall for the libero. That one I think that one will get credited to Katie Blitch on that one.
Here in the game for Flying Fleet, number 33, Rachel Meyer.
17-12. North Greenville back up by 5. Correction on that last one, the kill going to Rebecca Massengill. Serve in by the Flying Fleet. North Greenville trying to extend their lead. Pierce almost overran the ball, but she gets credit for it anyway. Erskine unable to rebound it back up over, and it's 18-12.
Your Crusaders number 2, Brittany Camarino.
So Pierce back to serve for NGU. Sends it in. The Fleet will rally. Here comes Smith. Over the block. Miller recovers it though. Waters will set up for McManaway. Jumps it, and it's high and out. No touch called. And it's 18-13. That one about 2 inches away from the backline paint. Serve in by the Fleet, gets over though. Here comes Miller to Bisecker, blocked at the net, and it's out of bounds. 19-13 North Greenville back up to a 6-point advantage. Bisecker continuing her run, her 4th kill. McManaway back to serve. Trims the net. Recovered by the Fleet though. Blocked, that was number 10, Bartlett getting blocked. Bartlett sets up. Off the block there, number 23, Massengill trying to get it to go. Hebb, and once again dug there by Rachel Meyer. Miller going to Bisecker, and it's stuffed at the net. Number 11, Kaiser, First Lady Fleet player there. 19-14, North Greenville continuing the pace, still up by 5. Massengill on the serve for the Flying Fleet. Set up for Hebb, it's out. And is there a touch? No, no touch called. And now here comes an official around the court floor. And trying to see if there was a touch. Yes, there is a touch called. So North Greenville takes a point. 2014, North Greenville continuing the back and forth. They're up by 6 again. Number 8, Kelsey Shannon will come on.
Number 32,
and Maddie Wilson back on for the Fleet. So if Shannon could put some spin on this ball, doesn't look like it. Running save there by the Fleet to keep it in. Shannon going up to Miller. Here comes Teppadino, and it's in. North Greenville takes a point. 21-14, North Greenville up by 7. Shannon back to serve again. That's Teppanino's 4th kill of the night. Here's Shannon again. Fleet looking to rally. Smith spinning off the block, and Erskine will take the point. Nobody watching the left side for North Greenville, all trying to stack out the block. Smith on the right. Smith definitely the biggest threat against North Greenville right now. Coming in, leading in kills for the Flying Fleet, 21-15. North Greenville still up by 6. Now Erskine, trouble on their side of the floor, will call the towel out. Smith lining up to serve next for Erskine. Goes to Pierce. Miller will set things up. They'll go Teppadino near post. She's blocked, and Erskine creeping back into the pitcher. Number 11, Kaiser, going up for that one. So Smith back again, trims the net, and gets down for the ace. Erskine on a 3-0 run so far. Smith again to serve. Spins backwards off the hands of Shannon. She'll go over to Hebb. Past the block. Blitch recovers that one. Now here comes Bartlett. Waters digs it. Miller back to Hebb. Past the block. Right to Blitch though. Set up far post for the Fleet. Off the block, and it's down again. And here comes Erskine with a 4-0 run. Smith back again to serve, over to the right side, or the left side, sorry, from where she's standing, and that will be a service error against Erskine. It's been a while since the Flying Fleet had one of those. Very timely for North Greenville as they catch a respite, and North Greenville gets up back to a 4-point lead. Teppadino on the serve. Here comes Erskine down the middle, and they get it to go. As suddenly Kirsten Kaiser becoming the forefront leader for the Fleet. That is Kaiser's 5th kill of the set, or 5th kill of the match, and she's trying to will Erskine back into this thing. As soon as I say that, Erskine will take Kaiser out. They put number 8, Gabby Childers, in. Blitch with a low serve. Hebb barely gets to it in time. Early whistle. And a double hit is called, I believe, against the dive on Hebb. So Erskine's back within 2. Blitch on the serve, spins it again, trying to go for that near side corner. North Greenville plays it well. Hebb gets blocked. Robbins, Waters will hit it over. Try and set up defensively for the block, near post, and it's past the block and in. And Erskine is within 1. And Coach Mosley decides he has seen enough. He will take his first timeout of the set. Both teams now with 1 timeout left in the set. North Greenville still with the advantage though, but only by 1. As Erskine has outscored North Greenville. Here in the past few minutes. North Greenville had a 21-14 advantage. Erskine cut that to 21-18. 4-0 run there for the Flying Fleet. Since then, North Greenville has only scored 1 point. Erskine has scored those 4. And then 1, 2, 3 more. So Erskine outscoring North Greenville by a margin of 7-1. Fleet trying to even things up. This will force the game to at least 4 sets. was the last result of Erskine's match at Leeds McRae. They suffered a defeat at the hands of the Bobcats, 3-1. So Blitch back to serve again. She's been aiming for that near side corner, and that's where North Greenville stacks up. Now she serves over to the far side. Kinsey Pierce getting the set up, light tap over. Good dig by Blitch. Blocked at the net by Hebb. Erskine will rally it back. The Flying Fleet playing lights out here. Miller will set up Pierce, light, spinner over, and again the Fleet recover it. Stone wall back there for the Fleet. Here comes Hebb, left side, and gets it in. Or gets it to go off the block, rather. And a very crucial point going there for Lady Crusaders, back up by 2, 23-21. Samantha Hebb back again for North Greenville here on the serve. And it will get down for the ace.
Crusader fans, get on your feet.
And timeout Erskine. That's their second timeout, and they are out of timeouts for the rest of the set. North Greenville, though, at set point, 24-21. A little bit closer than last time they had it. They had set point 24-18 back in the first. And not much room here to give in this one. Kirsten Kaiser stepping up big here for the Fleet. 5 kills on 17 attacks. Also chipping in on 2 blocks assisted. Kinsey Pierce and Samantha Hebb having a whale of a game. 8 kills for each of them. And Katie McManaway with 6, Tepidino 4, and Bisecker with 4. North Greenville right back on the court floor. Coach Mosley tell them get the job done for this set. Samantha Hebb back to serve again.
Crusader fans, get on your feet. It's set.
The first service ace of the match for North Greenville compared to 6 errors. Hebb's going to serve it in. And it will go low. Erskine able to get it over, punched over. Robbins to Miller to McManaway. The trusty McManaway off the block, off Smith, and it will drop. And North Greenville survives the comeback by Erskine to take the second set, 25-21. So the Lady Crusaders now up by a 2-set advantage, trying to take down Erskine in straight sets. The Flying Fleet will now have to win 3 straight to keep themselves alive in this one and try to hit the road back to Due West with a W out of this for their second win of the season. Teams again switching the ends of the floor. As for a few-minute break, we'll take it with them. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Lady Crusader Volleyball here at North Greenville University.
A fan for the volleyball team puts 7 girls on the court. It means someone forgot the double check. And when you end up paying more for car insurance, it can also mean someone forgot the double check. That's why Tiffany Friel State Farm will do a free discount double check by going through your policies to make sure you get all the discounts you deserve. Give her a call at 864-457-2021. Again, that's 864-457-2021.
Welcome back here to Hayes Gymnasium. Women's volleyball action from North Greenville University here on the North Greenville Sports Network with the Lady Crusaders leading the Lady Flying Fleet of Erskine 2-0. Second set a little bit more interesting than the first one. North Greenville taking that one 25-21. Katie McManaway putting the first one away. Speaking of Katie McManaway, she has 7 kills on 15 attacks. Kinsey Pierce, Samantha Hebb, each with 8 kills. Tepidino with 4 and Annie Bisecker with 4. For the Fleet, Joanna Smith with 4 kills. Plan with 1. Grant with 2. Bartlett for 2. The real catalyst there for Erskine has been Kirsten Kaiser. She's got 5 kills for the Fleet. Kim Alston has 3. Rebecca Massengill adding 1 more to that column. Also, both teams posting up 2 blocks. Defensively, Erskine is not letting North Greenville go easy at the end of that second set. Very solid defense by the Flying Fleet. As Joanna Smith has 7 digs, Faith Grant with 1, Riley Bartlett with 5 digs, Alston with 2, Katie Blitch, the libero, she has 9, Massengill with 2, Wilson and Meyer each with 1. Erskine will start us off here in the third set from the hands of Smith on the serve. North Greenville trying to take the first point. Pierce with the tap over, no such luck though. It goes back over the net. North Greenville with another chance, they go to Pierce. Blitch on another dig. Here come the Fleet. Recovered by Waters. Miller setting things up for McManaway. It's blocked out of bounds. And North Greenville has taken the first point of each set so far. Kill number 8 for McManaway. That'll put her in the leaders clubhouse with Pierce and Hebb. Here's Miller on the serve, the excellent setter for North Greenville. Kaiser trying to get it to go, can't. A second time, still nothing. Waters hits it over. Smith on the recovery. Set up by Wilson, far post, past the block. North Greenville, though, with Waters. Now to McManaway. It misses out. No touch called. And Erskine will be right back in step, tied at 1. And here's Blitch on the serve. Again, aiming for that corner. That must be a strategy call as they fake to Emma Pepper and go to McManaway, but Erskine sees it coming. Smith hits it over. Here comes Miller. They will go to Pierce down the middle. Blocked sideways, and it will drop on the Erskine side of the net. North Greenville up 2-1.
Here in the game, your Crusaders number 2, Brittany Tepidino.
Good to see number 3, Emma Pepper, here on the floor to start this third set. Tepidino just serving back in, or just subbing back in. Good dig there by Taylor Waters. McManaway blocked. North Greenville trying to rally it. Pepper will hit it over. Here come the Fleet, far post. Partially blocked Kim Austin. Pierce from backcourt, past the blockers, but right to Katie Blitch. Short kill attempt hit over by Erskine. Now they'll try again from the near side, dug up by Smith. Here come the Fleet again, high over the block, and nobody home on the near side. Now be a point for Erskine. Two between these two squads.
Here's the game, the Flying Fleet, number 23, Rebecca Massengill.
Erskine obviously needing not just a win, but a conference win would be great for the Lady Fleet as well. Serve in here by the Flying Fleet to get us back underway. McManaway from the far post, off the light, and Erskine can't play it. Riley Bartlett with the dig over McManaway, but bouncing it off the light. Nowhere to go for Katie Blitch, and North Greenville taking 1 point advantage. Almost an ace there for North Greenville, no such luck. McManaway recovers that one in backcourt. Here's Miller setting things up for Hebb. Light tap over, looking over to the far side. And excellent vision by Samantha Hebb getting it to go. North Greenville up 4-2.
Here's the game complete. Number 7, Madison Williams.
McManaway back to serve here. A jump serve, low, and almost getting to the court floor. Erskine lucky to recover that one, and it's tapped over by the Fleet. And just receiving word, or sorry about the technical issues we're having. YouTube seems to be uncooperative. The screen is freezing for a second when the graphics are updated, so bear with us. We'll work through those. Again, new streaming service here. We're on YouTube now. Now North Greenville with some problems on the right side of the court floor, and Mosley also giving some directions to his team. I know we have a officials call, and it was actually a sub for Erskine.
Here's the game. Hot lead, number 33, Rachel Ida.
Rachel Meyer on to serve for the Flying Fleet. North Greenville with Emma Pepper out of position. And that will go to the Flying Fleet on that point. Serve here from Erskine. Miller setting things up for Pepper. Cross court, right to number 10, Bartlett. Now the Fleet with a chance to take the lead. Blocked, and they won't get it. Pepper and Teppadino jumping up for that one.
Here in the game, your Crusaders, number 5, Eden Shockley.
And number 5, Eden Shockley will check in. I believe this is her first appearance of the match for North Greenville here in the third set. She'll be on the serve. Right to Blitch. Now here is Bartlett to Smith. And that is a point Flying Fleet. Can't let Smith get fully extended like that. She had all day to swing at that one. Fleet with the serve to Taylor Waters. Miller running back to set it up for Hebb. Blocked. Waters right there on the recovery. Miller again back to Hebb, past the block, and it's out of bounds, wrong side of that red-white pole sticking up from the net, and Erskine takes the lead 6-5. Serving again by the Fleet. Low serve, Waters to Miller, and another early whistle and another Erskine point. I believe Miller catching too much of the net, and an early timeout here called by North Greenville. Coach Mosley trying to encourage his team to put this one away in 3.
We invite all Crusader fans to show your spirit and join the Crusader Club for the first time or renew your membership for the year. By joining or renewing, you will be supporting over 500 student athletes participating in 19 NCAA Division II programs. There are memberships expanding for the presidential membership down to the $20
Erskine with a 7-5 lead.
Please contact Mr. Mike Asipko for more information.
Take this opportunity, take a quick peek at the Conference Carolinas women's volleyball standings. Barton right now controlling things by a game over Emmanuel. Barton with a perfect conference record, 6-0, 10-6 overall. The only other team to match that record is North Greenville at 10-6. Lady Crusaders, speaking of them, they are third in the conference behind Emmanuel, who will be in the house tomorrow. Emmanuel second with a 5-1 conference record. Belmont Abbey fourth. Actually a tie for fourth between Belmont Abbey and Southern Wesleyan. So Erskine with the lead up 2, and the miscommunication in the backcourt is Erskine. They are starting to pull away here. Taylor Waters and Eden Shockley back there. Waters, both of them went for it, and it's an Erskine point. So it's been number 9, Faith Grant, been serving lately for the Fleet, and North Greenville will try and take the ball away from her. Here come the Fleet, number 7. That's Pot Plin hitting it over. Heb blocked, and they somehow dig it up from the floor, and Tepedino misses the ball. And Erskine is on a 5-0 run. They're up 9-5. Faith Grant again to serve. Good set here by Miller. Tepedino, line drives it, and that's a North Greenville point. That will put an end to that run by the Fleet. See if North Greenville can drive themselves back into this one. On 6, Erskine still with the advantage. Tepedino on the serve for North Greenville. Erskine going to Smith, high and in.
Here the Crusaders, number 16, Johnny Lowry.
And it's 10-6 now. Erskine with the advantage. And Madison Plin serving for the Fleet. Waters, Miller will go to Pierce. She's blocked, recovered by Miller. Now here comes Pierce a second time. Light tap over, and everybody colliding into each other. Joanna Smith taking the worst of that impact, and she's up and okay.
Entering the game for the Fleet is number 32, Patty Robin.
North Greenville on the season having some trouble in the third set, only outscoring opponents by 4. And so far that track record not tailing well for North Greenville. Another service error out of bounds. 3 points to the Fleet. They'll take them. They're up 11-7. Smith on the serve. Pierce pushes it forward to Miller. McManaway's blocked at the net. Bartlett and Kaiser are starting to take control of this. Here in the third set, Erskine. See if we can find their numbers here. After the serve, Smith in to Pierce. Miller all the way across the court to set it for Pierce. Right back to Smith it goes. On the dig, now here it comes, pushed over by Bartlett. Miller trying to set up for McManaway. Past the block, but easily recovered by Wilson. Smith down the middle, high, and that one doesn't get in. It is out. North Greenville down 4. They get the point though. Erskine here in the third set. They are being outscored by opponents. 335 to 268. So the number advantage in favor of North Greenville, but Erskine, they have the advantage right now, up by 4. Here's McManaway, near side, it's high and out, and there is a touch called. North Greenville takes a point, 12-9. Lady Crusaders trying to fight their way back into it. And it's Miller back to serve. Slow serve, trims the net, and lucky bounce there for Sarah Miller. Picks up the ace and the point. North Greenville back within 2. Miller on the serve, it'll go to Blitch. Here come the Fleet, blocked at the net, but they tail it over. And Katie Blitch back to serve. To Pierce, here's Miller on the set. She'll go near post McManaway, bounces it off the block, and the North Greenville point.
During the game, your Crusaders number 2, Brittany Tepedino.
Pierce on to serve now to go to Smith. Set back by Wilson, blocked at the net. Blitch on the recovery, smacked over and out by Faith Grant. Another North Greenville point. And Lady Crusaders back within 1 at 13-12. And Erskine again having some trouble on their side of the floor. Will force a towel timeout. No shoe timeout though. Pierce on the serve, sends it in. Smith gets it. Running set by Wilson. Over near post. Good dig by Miller to stop that one. Here comes Pierce running up to push it up. Wilson again gets that one. Blitch will set up Smith. Two-hand push over the net. Tepedino setting up McManaway. Right to Smith. Another chance here for the Fleet. Far post, and they will get it. Number 24, Kim Alston, coming in uncontested, and Erskine back up by 2.
Here in the game, complete, number 7, Addison Lynn.
Number 10, Riley Bartlett back to serve. Waters, Miller will set up for Pepper. Quick swing, but it's dug by Bartlett. Smith from backcourt hits it over to Pierce. Miller setting up down the middle, and an easy slam for Tepedino. Tepedino getting that arm all the way back for full power. Katie McManaway on to serve for North Greenville. Will go to Blitch. Set up by Bartlett. Blocked at the net, but out of bounds. And another Fleet point. North Greenville able to get within 1, but Erskine able to pull back away. And more frequent substitutions as well for Erskine. Number 33, Rachel Meyer back on as well. Low serve to Waters. Tepedino has to play it, and it goes sideways out of bounds. And that'll cost North Greenville a point. Short serve causing fits for North Greenville. Mick Meyer to serve again. Pierce much better time handling this one. Miller will set up for Tepedino. Getting it over. Meyer over to Smith, off the net. That one bounced. And here's Hebb hitting it over. Meyer's got it. Here come the Fleet down the middle, and it's out. No touch. And North Greenville takes that point. They're back within 2.
Here in the game, field Crusaders number 5, Eve Shockley.
Eve Shockley on to serve for North Greenville's number 5. Shockley goes to Blitch, set by Bartlett over to Smith, right to the hands of Waters. Miller will set up Hebb, past the block. Blitch digs that one up. Smith hits it over and on the line and in. And trouble for North Greenville here on the substitution. Kirsten Kaiser, she'll check back in.
Enter the game complete, number 13, Ashlyn Fralix.
And number 13, Ashlyn Fralix. She'll come on to serve as the Flying Fleet have a 3-point advantage, trying to force this one to 4 sets. And they'll have to go all the way to 5 to try and win this one outright. Fralix on to serve. We'll go to Pierce. Miller will set up far post for Tepedino, who dunked it into the wrong side of the net. And Erskine starting to pull away, 18-14. Erskine, according to their schedule, they have not had a 5-set game yet this season. Here comes Hebb off the near post. Solid dig there by Meyer. Goes to Smith. Pierce on the dig. Miller will set up for Hebb. Past the block, played off the roof, and down to the court floor it goes. North Greenville taking the point. 18-15, Lady Crusaders back within 3.
Here's the game complete, number 12, Kayla Duncan.
North Greenville has had 3 5-set games on the season. They are 2-1 in those. So Sarah Miller setting up Samantha Hebb. Hebb too far back to try and swing at it, just hit it over. Smith with the light tap over and gets it to go. Erskine establishing a very solid rhythm now. They're just happy to trade points, 3 to 4 point advantage over North Greenville. So Plynn back in and gets the ace. And North Greenville will take their second time out of the set. Erskine progressively getting better and better as the match wears on. We'll have to go into a little bit of uncharted territory for them if they want to come away with their second win of the season. They'll have to go to 5 straight. And Joanna Smith heating up for Erskine as she has rallied up 8 kills for the Flying Fleet. Erskine going to her early and often as she has had 26 total attacks. Bartlett and Kaiser also having great games for the Fleet. They also have 21 total attacks, and on those attacks, Bartlett has 2 kills, Kaiser with 6. Kim Austin is also starting to pick up her numbers, 5 kills for her on 18 attacks. North Greenville trying to go to Samantha Hebb, 31 total attacks for her, 10 kills to show for it. But Erskine, so far, really good up front, blocking at the net. Bartlett has 2 of the assisted blocks. Kaiser has 2 assisted. Erskine with the advantage here, trying to first force the match to a 4th set. North Greenville going to Hebb, and it's blocked again. But North Greenville takes the point. Erskine collecting part of the net on the block.
Here in the game complete, number 32, Maddie Wilson.
Hebb will go back to serve. North Greenville needing a good rally here late in the set. Erskine setting things up for Smith. She hits it high and out. And North Greenville picks up 2 of those 5 they needed. Hebb to serve again. And here come the Fleet. They go to Smith. Smith spins it high and out. Hebb reached up for it. Robbins gets to it, and that'll be it. One of those 50-50 balls that might have gone out, might not have. Erskine will take it. A bit of a chess match going on here. Erskine taking some time with a towel timeout. Now North Greenville bringing out the towels here. If you want to slow the pace down, well, you can slow the pace down too. Joanna Smith to serve. And picks up the ace as North Greenville starting to break down behind the 10-foot line. Pierce and Robbins collide together, and Erskine's up 5. Look pretty good, in pretty good position to take this set. Robbins handles the ball, and another ace for Smith. Let's see if Smith can ace it out for Erskine. And that one just barely out. He about had 3 straight. North Greenville out of timeouts for the set.
Crusaders number 17.
Need a big rally here. Erskine in prime position to force this one to at least 4, as here come the Fleet. Far post blocked. Fleet trying to rally it back over as they go up against Bisecker. They do get it over. Now North Greenville on the attack. with McManaway shorting it over, swatted at, and hit back over by the Fleet. But they'll try McManaway again. Blitch reaches up for it, and Erskine can't play it off the roof. Erskine still with the advantage and the momentum as Miller serves in. Fleet far post past the block to Robbins. Miller will set up near post. They got McManaway again, blocked. Miller will try far post for Bisecker. Shorts it over, and it drops. North Greenville's back within 3, and the Fleet run a timeout. That's their first. So Coach Vaughn trying to switch things back to the Flying Fleet, as they need 2 more to extend this match. And tomorrow afternoon, North Greenville's tri-match will be back here at Hayes Gymnasium. Both Emmanuel College and University of Virginia at Wise will be here to play for a noon game, or a noon match, a 2 p.m. match, and a 4 p.m. match. Slated starting times for those matches. And run down the schedule of that. North Greenville will play Emmanuel in the Conference Carolinas match. That will be the noon game at 2. Emmanuel and Virginia Wise will play each other. And to close out the triple header, it will be North Greenville and Virginia Wise. So Erskine trying to close out the third set and send this game to number 4. North Greenville trying to rally back. Miller on the serve. Here come the Fleet, far post. Off the block, and they will take the point. They'll have it, set point, 24-20. So Katie Blitch, it comes down to her. Short serve to Pierce, spins backwards. Robbins will hit it up for McManaway. Past the block, Blitch on the dig. Far post again, Erskine trying to put it away. They do. And they will take it off the touch, 25-20, and we will go to set 4. So Erskine lives to fight on another day. And with that final for the third set, that will put North Greenville being outscored by opponents in third sets this season by a point. So Erskine having to win out to convert this one into a W. And so far they're on the right track. We'll go to set 4 here between Erskine and North Greenville. We continue on here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Welcome back to women's volleyball here on the North Greenville Sports Network. We're going to set 4 between conference foes, North Greenville and Erskine. Lady Crusaders still with a set advantage 2-1 over the Flying Fleet, but North Greenville has made one very big mistake. They have let Jonna Smith get heated up and hot for the Fleet. 9 kills now for Erskine, and she is 1 kill and 1 dig away from a double-double in women's volleyball. She's got 9 in each. 9 kills, 9 digs. North Greenville, several miscommunications there in the latter stages of that third set. Put North Greenville down, and Erskine would eventually win that one 25-20. Winston Smith with 9 kills. Kaiser still has 6. Kim Alston has heated up nicely. She's got 6 kills as well. For North Greenville, it has been the Katie McManaway and Samantha Hebb show so far, each of them with 11 kills. Kenzie Pierce with 10. But they have had a difficult time getting it past the blocks of Erskine. So, can North Greenville close it out in 4 with Katie McManaway starting us off and serving out of bounds for the 8th service error of the game for North Greenville, and Erskine takes the first set point. Erskine's going to have to take the set wins 2 more times. Smith on the serve. As here comes Hebb, blocked again. That is Kirsten Kaiser and Bartlett getting that block. So this will be our last 25-point set. Remember, should we go to a 5th set, that will be 1st to 15. And so far, Erskine, they have everything going right for them after that second set. Joanna Smith, low serve to Kelsey Shannon. Miller gets to it. Now here comes Hebb. Dug by Blitch, set up. Fleet near post. Robbins plays that one. Miller over to Hebb, and it's blocked again. North Greenville cannot get it by Kaiser and Bartlett.
Here in the game, your Crusaders number 22, Courtney Williamson.
And it is a 3-0 run to start this set for Erskine. Smith again to serve, and I'm sure North Greenville will take that respite as Smith sends it into the net. That's only the 5th error against the Fleet in serving. And North Greenville gets a point courtesy of Erskine on the board. At the net, Bisecker with the tap over, and an early whistle. 4 hits called against Erskine. Well, a jumbled up play there at the net. North Greenville able to get the whistle. Still have not scored an offensive point here in the set. Sarah Miller on to serve. Will go to Blitch. Here comes the set for the Fleet near post, and it's into the corner for Bartlett. And that is the loudest this Erskine team has been all night, as they are up 2 here in the 4th set. Serve in. Miller trying to set things up for Pierce. Taps over the block, and mercifully it drops. First offensive point scored by North Greenville here in the set. They're down by 1 for 3 with number 1, Kenzie Pierce, back to serve. Here's high serve. It goes to Smith. Set up by Wilson. Far post up off the block, and a point for the Flying Fleet.
Here in the game for the Fleet is number 7, Addison Clay. Fleet once again with the serve.
Go to Taylor Waters. Miller setting up near post for Bisecker. Erskine converts it. Bisecker tats it back over. And the whistle, and a double hit called against Erskine. (5-4) North Greenville with, or 5-4 Erskine with number 27. That looks like for North Greenville. No, that is number 25. I believe that is Josie Dorn. Nope, that's number 22, Courtney Williamson. I'll get it right eventually. As North Greenville takes that point, 5-5. North Greenville looking for their first lead of the set. So it is Courtney Williamson back to serve. And here come the Fleet down the middle, high and out, but a touch called. That one going with number 12, Kayla Duncan.
Here in the game, the flag lead number 33, Rachel.
So North Greenville's first attempt at a lead denied. It will be 6-5 Erskine. 33, Rachel Meyer on to serve. Here comes Bisecker and puts some power behind that one to tie it up at 6.
Bisecker. Here in the game, your Crusaders number 8,
Kelsey Shannon will come back in. Shannon on the serve will go to Blitch. And pushed further back, and nobody home for Erskine. Riley Bartlett and Madison Plynn getting tangled up. And North Greenville has their first lead of the set, 7-6. And Shannon back to serve. Sends it in, Blitch again handles it. Near post for Smith. Taps that one over. Here comes McManaway, high and out. Is there a touch? Yes. And North Greenville up by 2 at 8-6. Shannon to Blitch, and somehow Erskine got to it a second time, but not a third. Katie Blitch backed up and was waiting for somebody to get to it. Rachel Meyer dove for it, and then that was that for that. North Greenville now up by 3, 9-6. Shannon on serve again. Set by Bartlett, near side for Smith, rejected out of bounds. That point's gonna go to Erskine. Smith put a wallop behind that one, and nothing North Greenville could do except go up for block it. Too bad it went straight up and out. So Blitch back to serve again to Taylor Waters. Miller will set things up for Tepidino. High over the block, but right to Bartlett. Backcourt swing at it, and down for Riley Bartlett. Number 6 for her. Riley Bartlett rattling up the numbers. She's got 6 kills now, 20 on 27 attacks, 15 assists, 7 digs, but she's got 6 errors. Tepidino with the light tap over, rejected by the Fleet. And it's number 11, that's Kaiser again. As Erskine has chewed up that 3-point deficit to tie it at 9. And it's Blitch back to serve again. Lob serve to Shannon. Miller will set things up for Tepidino. That's dug by Bartlett. And Smith swings at it, and she is on fire. That is her 11th kill. She's a dig away from the double-double.
Here in the game, your Crusaders number 24, Michaela Lennon.
Coach Mosley trying to find a combination that will get some consistency back on the floor. Number 24, Michaela Lennon checks in for North Greenville. McManaway from the line, hits it in, and it's down. North Greenville ties it at 10, and having a flashback to the first set as we are back and forth. And Tepidino is going to be on the serve. Here come the Fleet. Bartlett to set up for 23, Massengill. Now Pierce up off the block, played well by Meyer. Smith near post. Waters able to get underneath it. Smith, or to McManaway it goes, dug by Blitch. And now here comes Smith again, taps it over, denied by Lennons. McManaway with the force behind it, pops it up, played off the rafter, and it's a North Greenville point. Got to give credit for Erskine on the defense, but McManaway shot that one to the moon. Tepedino to serve again. To Meyer. Set up far post, blocked, and that's exactly what North Greenville needed as McManaway and Pierce up for the block. 12-10 North Greenville leads, and timeout Erskine. That is their first of this fourth set. Erskine hanging around in this one, picking up the third set win, 25-20. They're down 2, though, here to North Greenville. Trying to force it to their first fifth set game of the season. North Greenville mentioned earlier they are 2-1 in 5-set games. The Lady Crusaders would like to close it out in 4 as they have 2 matches tomorrow afternoon against Emmanuel at noon and Virginia Wise at 4. And the North Greenville triple header of volleyball. This Erskine team playing a lot better than their record indicates. Smith with 11 kills. She still needs 1 dig for that double-double. Bartlett has 6 kills. Kaiser with 7. Kim Austin has rattled off 6. Madison Plant has 2. Faith Grant with 3. Kayla Duncan and Rebecca Massengill each with 1. It has been the difference up front, though. Erskine feel they still have the advantage up front as here comes Tepedino on the serve. Fleet at the net, blocked, but recovered by Meyer. Fleet get it back over. Miller reaches up for the set and a Fleet point. Not sure where they called a double hit, but they did.
Here in the game, your Crusaders number 16, Johnny Robbins.
It was 12-11, North Greenville with a 1-point lead. Fleet had the serve. As Massengill on the serve, North Greenville trying to get it back up by 2. Pierce dug by Meyer. They come to the nearest post for Smith. Lennons puts a stop to it. Now here's McManaway off the block. And that is a North Greenville point off the touch.
McManaway. Here in the game, the flying Fleet number 32, Maddie Wilson.
McManaway back to serve. Over to Blitz. Here's the set by Wilson. North Greenville trying to rally it. Here's Miller. Dug by Meyer. And they'll go to Smith. She'll push it over. Stopped by McManaway. Lennons over to, trying to go to Robbins. And another miscommunication for North Greenville will cost them that point.
Please, number 24, Kim Austin.
Kim Austin back in. That's up for Erskine, down 1. Robbins handles the serve. Miller will set up for Pierce. Past the block, but recovered by Blitch. Guard post for Erskine. Waters gets that one, stopping Bartlett. And here comes Williamson, Courtney Williamson, getting credit for that one off the block. And it's 14-12 North Greenville.
Here in the game, your Crusaders number 17,
Courtney Williamson getting the stat in the book. Sarah Miller to serve. Will go to the net and on to the Erskine side and a North Greenville point. Blitch unable to rally that one back. And Miller to serve again. To the near side. This one gets close to the net, but Erskine will set up. Miller with the dig and nobody home to set for North Greenville and a point to the Fleet. Like Miller's defense there in backcourt, but taking her off the net from setting. Erskine with the serve again from Kaiser. Now here's Miller setting up for Pierce. Pushed back over by Pierce after the dig by Kaiser, and North Greenville able to take the point. That's 16-13.
Crusaders number 2, Brittany Tepedino.
Coach Mosley put the firepower of Tepedino back in as Pierce on the serve to Smith. Set by Wilson. Will go to the near post and can't play it off the wall. Erskine takes the point.
Game from Flying Fleet number 23, Rebecca Massengale.
Massengale's back in for the Flying Fleet as well, down 2. Serve in here, go to Waters. A lot of moving parts there and too much motion for North Greenville as Erskine's right back within 1. Another serve for the Fleet. Waters, Miller will set up by Secker, and it's in. And Erskine misplayed that one. That is back up to a 2-point advantage for the Lady Crusaders. With Williamson back to serve. Williamson low serve, goes to Blitch. Set up far post for the Fleet, off the block, played by Miller. Pierce will set things up for McManaway. Gets some power behind that one and drops it in the corner. How can North Greenville keep the run going? Erskine has shown they can put a stop to it every single time so far. Williamson will serve. To Blitch. Running set by Bartlett. Far post. Pushed over and she'll get it. Number 23, that's Massengale looking into the far side corner. And it's 18-16, and the Flying Fleet rallying right back into it. Short serve and into the net by Rachel Meyer. We'll put North Greenville back up 3. That's the Fleet's 6th service error. Lennons will get her turn to serve. Hits it in. The Fleet with the set. They'll go to Smith again. Tangled up at the net, and Smith gets it to fall. Bounces it off the block of Sarah Miller. Can't let Smith get hot again. That's her 12th kill. 19-17, North Greenville up by 2 with Katie Blitch back to serve. To Waters. Miller will play it far post. Here comes McManaway. Dug by Meyer. Smith gets it. Waters on the stop. Back to McManaway a second time, and she doesn't miss. 20-17, North Greenville up by 3.
Here in the game of the Fleet, number 9.
Faith Grant back on for the Flying Fleet. A freshman from Camden, South Carolina. Tepedino on to serve for North Greenville. Lob serve, Meyer recovers it. Running set for Smith. High and out. No touch. North Greenville takes the point. Tepedino's going to be back to serve again. Lob serves it again. Meyer handles it. Set up down the middle for Bartlett. Tepedino with the dig. Miller back to McManaway. Blocked. Miller hangs on to it though. McManaway a second time. Pushes it over. Smith for it. 3 Flying Fleet converge for it. And it bounces off of one of them to the right side. And North Greenville takes a very exciting point there. And up 5, Erskine will burn their final timeout. Final chance to stem the tide and turn things back their way. North Greenville leading by 5, 22-17. Trying to wrap this one up and send it to tomorrow's triple header here on the North Greenville Sports Network. North Greenville has reestablished their consistency. They lead Erskine by 5, trying to wrap things up in 4 sets. Fleet down to their final 3 points as Pepinino sends it out, and they'll get one of them back. 9th service error of the game for North Greenville.
Number 32, Maddie Wilson. And for your Crusaders, number 16.
North Greenville with 113 service errors coming into tonight, and that is a category Coach Mosley probably doesn't like to see being padded up. Serving from the Fleet, Miller will set up. McManaway near post, blocked. Miller reaches up for it to Waters, to Pierce. Past the block though, now the Fleet trying to rally. Smith hits it over right to Waters. Miller setting up McManaway, up off the block. Blitch plays it, and Smith gets it another time. Waters digs that one. Miller setting up near post for Pierce on the run. Stopped by Wilson. Here comes a far post shot from Bartlett. That one dug by Lennons, played off the roof by Miller, and hit over by Robbins. Here comes Smith a 3rd time, and it's the charm. Joanna Smith with the team on her back. 13 kills, and Erskine once again right back into the picture. Maddie Wilson back to serve for the Fleet. Sends it in, Waters gets it. Here's Miller on the set. She'll go to Pierce, up over the block, and off of Wilson for the point. Much needed for the Lady Crusaders within 2 of the overall win. It is a warm evening inside Hayes Gymnasium. And yep, it's up to, the temperature continues to climb. It's up to 76. So McManaway back to serve. Let's see what she does with it. To Blitch, popped up, set by Wilson, tapped over by Smith. Lennons to Miller, will go far post for Williamson. Dug by Blitch. It's another set by Wilson. Here's Smith off the block, and Erskine not going away. Jawan Smith, if they need a point, they're going to her.
Here's the game for the Flying Fleas, number 24, Kim Austin.
Erskine making several good cases for players of the game. The Moses Greer player of the game as Smith serves in. But Miller had to tap it over at the net, and she gets the point. And that will put North Greenville at match point, 24-20.
Crusader fans!
Excellent vision by Sarah Miller. And North Greenville with the advantage. Annie Bisecker checking back in. 8 kills for Bisecker on 13 attacks. Pierce is also on the floor. North Greenville more than likely going to go to either Pierce or Bisecker to try and put this one away. Williamson, Waters, Robbins, and Miller will round out the Lady Crusaders. Miller on the serve. Popped up. Here comes the set for the Fleet. Number 10 hits it over and out. Riley Bartlett high and out, and North Greenville will close this thing out in 4. They take the 4th set, 25-20.
Partnering sponsors would like to thank you for attending tonight's match.
And they will take the overall match 3 sets to 1 in a very excellent matchup of Conference Carolinas women's volleyball. North Greenville will improve to 11-6 overall, 6-2 within the conference. Erskine falls to 1-14, 0-7 within the Conference Carolinas, and not much rest for this North Greenville squad. They'll be back in action tomorrow afternoon, beginning right at noontime. The beginning of our North Greenville triple header against Emmanuel College and the University of Virginia at Wise. So 3 women's volleyball games tomorrow beginning at noon. So set your plans to be with us here at Hayes Gymnasium. If you can't make it here, join us here on the North Greenville Sports Network YouTube channel. We'll be live with those 3 matches for you. Now time to name the Moses Greer player of the game. And I believe, well, since I believe I get the only vote on the broadcast so far, so I'll give it to Katie McManaway with 18 kills on 41 total attacks. 3 digs for McManaway and 2 assisted blocks. Also have to mention a great performance tonight for Annie Bisecker, 8 kills for her on 13 attacks. Sarah Miller racking up 50 assists, 19 digs. Also great games for the Flying Fleet of Erskine. Joanne Smith, 14 kills on 45 attacks for her, finishes 1 dig short of that double-double with 9 digs. And also triple sevens, Bartlett, Kaiser, and Alston, each with 7 kills for the Fleet. Good night for the Fleet overall. Definitely played a lot better than their record indicates. So we hope to see you tomorrow at Hayes Gymnasium, right here at Hayes Gymnasium. If you can't make it, North Greenville Sports Network here on YouTube.com. So for myself, Gray Sullivan, for Alec Cahaley producing, and glad to have some student worker help here with us. Did not catch their names, but for those gentlemen, thanks to you guys as well. So thank you for joining us here for women's volleyball, as this has been the North Greenville Sports Network.